reply. I'm not quite sure.
Well, hello again. We always seem to be colliding in hallways, don't we?
Yes, we seem to. Jane, this is the man I mentioned to you. He flew with Alan. Mr. Blake, my sister-in-law.
How do you do, Mrs. Palmer?
How do you do?
I'm sorry to hear about Al, but I'm sure he'll turn up soon.
Thank you. Will you excuse me, Jane, Mr. Blake?
Well, she seems to be a bit upset. Has there been some news about Alan?
No, but they were very close, you know.
Oh, I know.
Did you want to see Alan about anything special?
Oh, no. We were just very good friends.
I see. Would you like to come in?
All right.
Kathy didn't tell me much about you, Mr. Blake. Did you know Alan well?
Well, I thought I did. It'd be hard to believe Al took after some wild geese. He was always an advocate of the home and hearth.
I always thought so. Won't you sit down?
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, I was about to say I'm here on a vacation, and I was wondering if I might help in any way.
I think the police are doing all that can be done. What did Alan usually call you, Mr. Blake?
Don. When there were ladies present.
Which wasn't often, I hope. What squadron were you flying with?
The same as Alan's, Mrs. Palmer.
Wouldn't you rather call me Jane?
All right.
Like a drink?
Well, I didn't think it was that noticeable.
What?
The thirsty look. Come on, let me help. Well, let me watch.
Where were you stationed in England?
Don't you know?
Of course. I keep forgetting. Stonehurst or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Ipswich. I didn't know we had any operations at Stonehurst.
Well, all those places in England used to sound alike to me.
I seem to worry you, Mrs. Palmer. Why?
Why do you say that?
Oh, I don't know. I sense a third-degree quality in this conversation. Could I be wrong?
Yes, you're wrong. I'm just curious about you, Mr. Blake. No, you don't worry me. But it's possible you're beginning to intrigue me.
Oh, let's wait till we're sure Al isn't coming back, hmm?
You made quite a bit out of that remark of mine, didn't you?
Well, I didn't think I made any more out of it than I found there.
I'm afraid you did. If I should hear from Alan, where can he get in touch with you?
I'm staying at the Villa Vista Hotel. Oh, by the way, on my way out, shall I take the guy in the plaid suit off your back?
What did you say?
Looks a little pale. I think I can handle him all right.
What are you talking about?
The guy in the plaid suit. He was lurking around the dark end of the hall, making like a tenant trying to find a key. I watched him for a while as I got off the elevator. Made him nervous.
He must be from the police.
Sure. That's right. They're looking for Al. They probably figured the best place to find him is where he lives. Thanks for the drink, Mrs. Palmer.
Hello, Mr. Jack Sharber, please. Mr. Sharber, this is Jane Palmer, Alan's wife. Yes, oh, fine. Mr. Sharber, you were at Ipswich with Alan, weren't you? Do you remember a Don Blake? No, Blake. You don't? Mr. Sharber, could you drop by here tonight? It would only have to be for a minute or so. Could you come by tomorrow, then? All right, fine. It's the Chateau Michel, apartment 514. Thank you, Mr. Sharber. Tomorrow night, then, 7 o'clock. Goodbye. You stupid fool. You were seen out there. For all I know, the man who saw you was a detective.
Oh, relax, Tiger. There are other people on this floor, you know.
What do you want?
Find the ticket?
No.
Too bad. I don't like to think what'll happen inside you if you don't. I came up to tell you something, Tiger. If you get that dough and dust with it, it'll be very, very bad.
I don't intend to.
Fine. But let me tell you why it'll be very, very bad. You want to know about that, don't you?
Listen, Danny, we can't be fighting each other now. We've got to help each other.
Yeah? Why?
Kathy, my sister-in-law, she's getting suspicious. She's beginning to figure the whole thing out.
How? What's she got?
She heard me come in last night. I denied it, but I know she doesn't believe me. She knows Alan wouldn't have gone out to get liquor because there was plenty here. She knows Alan's gun was gone. I don't know how, but she does. She's going to trip us up, Danny. I know it.
Well, maybe it's time to clear out. Chalk it up to experience.
We can't. We've got to stay here until we find that ticket.
You mean stay here till she tells her story to the cops? Is that it?
She's not going to tell her story.
Help you do what?
You've got no other choice. We can't just wait and let her kill us. I didn't mean to kill Alan, but it's done. And now it's our lives against hers.
We can't? Do you really think you can get away with that?
Yes. Kathy wrapped up in Alan. She missed work today. She's what the papers will call despondent. She's going to take poison because of it. You're going to get it for me.
Sorry, Mrs. Palmer. I'd rather take my chances.
You don't think I want to do it? I couldn't kill Alan. I tried to convince myself I could kill him, but when the time came, I couldn't do it.
How did he die? Pneumonia?
It was an accident. He opened my purse and the gun fell out. I don't know what happened after that. I killed it. But I didn't know it then. I'm not going to die for it. We've got to do it, Danny. We've got no other choice. Get me something, Danny. You know how to get it. I'll do the rest. We can't put it off.
You are a tiger. You got me in so deep I can't get out. I'll get the stuff for you, but like you say, you gotta do the rest. Every bit of it. When I get back, make sure she's not around. I don't want to see her, not even for a second. And I don't want to talk about this or her again.
I'll get you some money. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How did you make out with Jane?
She's crazy about me. Do you know where they went last night? Before Alan disappeared?
Yes.
Do you happen to have any pictures around of Jane and Alan?
Why, yes, why?
Well, the police won't do anything until they're convinced something's wrong. We're going to find something to convince them.
How did you know that about the police? Did Jane...
Get into your coat, Miss Palmer, honey. We're going sleuthing.